Stephen Curry reveals LeBron James' reality check put NBA future in doubt. Stephen Curry has not sounded uncertain for as long as anyone can remember. His game and legacy, all of it feels carved in gold. But even the game's most confident stars have their moments of doubt. And this week on Mind the Game with LeBron James, Curry acknowledged a reality that even the most well-polished highlight reels don't show. There was a time the Golden Boy wasn't sure if he'd make it in the NBA at all. The conversation, candid and unfiltered, started like two old pros swapping battle scars. Then came a moment that made you stop scrolling. Curry recalled an early career wake-up call. There were definitely some dark days, he said. I remember when we came to your camp when my junior year UNCCP gave us this whole just speech on y'all think y'all nice now, but y'all, when you get to the league, everything resets like you have to earn your way. For Curry, that reset wasn't just about buckets. I'm thinking that just means like production on the court, he admitted. I even know nothing about the off-the-court stuff. So like that was the learning curve of trying to figure out how you're going to survive in this league. And if I couldn't even be available, how do I even know am I good enough? Can I get to that level? And there was a lot of fear, and doubt in that moment for sure. Because you feel so far away from yourself. Now, fear and doubt are two words rarely paired with Stephen Curry, yet he said them so simply. That admission alone felt like a rare crack in the armor. Because when you've built a career on impossible shots and endless confidence, revealing the early uncertainty hits unexpectedly, yet perfectly timed. LeBron James, sitting across from him, didn't just nod. He understood. Especially if you know like I know I belong, James said. I know my game translates, but my body is not even allowing me to get to that point. Frustration like I know my work ethic, but my body's not allowing me to show it. Coming from someone whose entire offseason was about retirement rumors, this did sound a bit too emotional to ignore. And while hearing LeBron talk about frustration and Curry talk about fear, that is ironic basketball poetry wrapped in one. Two of the most accomplished athletes in modern sports confess to the same quiet question. What if this doesn't work out? It's hard not to connect those reflections with where they are now. Curry, 37, is still dancing off screens, leading Golden State through what's supposed to be their twilight years. He's averaging 26.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 4.4 assists with 4.3 threes per game on 38.5% shooting from deep, which is proof enough that his light hasn't dimmed. Add to that, he's playing close to 30 minutes each game, yet it's also year 17. And somewhere between managing minutes and mentoring Jonathan Kuminga, that word fear suddenly feels relevant again. LeBron's side of the mirror is equally revealing. Now entering his 23rd NBA season, James has been battling right-side sciatica, a condition that's kept him off the floor longer than fans expected. For him, frustration isn't just physical, but existential. What happens when the body can't keep pace with the mind? Stephen Curry's doubts about belonging in the NBA show that even the GOATs are not immune to self-doubt. The best part of this conversation wasn't the nostalgia, though. It was the honesty. For Curry, whose net worth now sits at $240 million and whose presence is respected worldwide, the idea that he once questioned belonging seems almost absurd. But that's what makes it land, because the fear of falling short isn't unique to rookies. It's something that never fully leaves, even when you've rewritten history books. The Warriors, sitting at 4-3 to start the 2025-26 season, still orbit around Curry's rhythm. The system is familiar, but there's a new undertone of urgency. The dynasty window isn't wide open anymore. Jimmy Butler's role is expanding, Draymond Green's leadership is tested nightly, and Curry, well, he's still a heartbeat. Only now he's old enough to remember every time that heartbeat almost stopped. Something is especially grounding about watching him now. Maybe that's what happens when you realize how close you came to not making it at all. The fear he spoke of, it never really disappears. It just becomes fuel. So when Curry and LeBron sit together, stripped of rivalry and surrounded by microphones, it's more than nostalgia. It's legacy therapy. Two men who've defined an era, privately wondering how many chapters are left, and reminding everyone listening that even greatness had its doubts.